King Rico, a.k.a. Rose, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a.
A.K.A. Cole.
A.k.a. Mr. Pull-Up. Mr. Pull-Up, you can't afford this. Pull-Up, you can't afford this. Hey, Special K, let us talk to your son. Where's your son at?
He is right beside me, but before I give him the phone, to let y'all know, the angel of the sky is with us on the line, but she can't talk, so she's just listening in. So for all y'all that's listening, Shafir is on the line, and she wants to express that this goes out to the parents that's listening. We, as parents, need to be involved in our kids and making sure that everything is going right in the school system. So she really wants to express that. So
okay.
But yeah, my little man right here. So I'm gonna let him say he wants to say out what he learned in school from his favorite teacher. So here he goes.
How's it going, sir?
Good.
What's going on? Hey, we want to talk to you, man. I mean, hey, whatever you got to tell us, we listen. We want to know, want to hear from you, man. So what is it that you learned from your favorite teacher in school?
That Rosa Parks was she didn't give up her seat on the bus. If she closed her seat.
Okay.
And that you could multiply by doing the array.
Multiply.
Okay.
How do you like school?
Yes.
Why do you like school?
Because I get to learn new things.
So you like school because you get to learn new things?
Yes.
Or are you going to stay in school?
Yes.
All right. Oh, don't be no fool.
Okay.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
You know. We appreciate your time, little man.
Bye, Team 103.
All right. Yeah.
All right, he done had his fame, so he done went back watching TV.
Okay.
But we do have a caller on the line. Matter of fact, we have two more callers on the line. We have Tamara. We have Tamara on the line.
Okay.
And
who else we have?
And 252-287 number. I don't know who that is.
252-287. Whose number is that?
One time.
Okay. Oh, Zach.
What?
Zach. DJ one time.
One time.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zach, I'm gonna go to Tamara right quick. Zach, stay with us. I'm gonna go to Tamara. Tamara, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Tamara, it's good to hear from you. And you know what I'm saying? This is our show, man. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. This is Team 103, man. It's not mine. It's not about me. This is ours. So people are tuning in to listen to Team 103 show right here at 5 Live. You know, today we talk to the school system. How do you feel about school? I want to know, how do you feel about the school system? How do you feel about the teachers, the security guards, the uniform, the food they eat? Do you think the school system trying to get our kids to learn too much, too fast, and I just got so much to learn. You feel like they're losing a lot of students. So there are a lot of teachers got to take their kids outside of school to try to keep up with the school? I mean, how do you feel?
Well, you know, my son, he ain't even in school yet, but I have experience from, like, my nieces and my friend kids, and I know, like, one thing that I have a situation is how much work they be giving them. I mean, she was, like, in 1st, 2nd grade doing 4th and 5th grade work, and she didn't understand. I mean, she, especially in math, me being good at math, it came easy to me, but she didn't know too much about it, so it was, like, real complicated for her because she didn't know. I mean, she'll know stuff in class, but as soon as she got home, she just forgot it. And I feel like that's the big situation that the way they teach these kids and trying to make them learn all this different stuff so fast.
Well, what do you think about the school uniform? You agree, disagree, anything like to touch on that?
I can't say I disagree or agree. I mean, I feel like it's kind of making the school like professional, like you ain't got to worry about one student coming in with short shorts and the other one coming in looking like they homeless or something, not masked. So at least then you know they'll be dressed like. But at the same time, I feel like it's a barrel on the parents because they got to buy school uniforms, school shoes, then turn around and buy stuff for around the house and play stuff and all that. And I feel like that's the big complication because a lot of money is being spent when it shouldn't have to be.
Well, how do you feel about police officers at school and your child messing around and just getting one altercation or one fight? Your child is going straight to jail, county jail.
Well, I feel like, I mean, because in school I was a fighter, so they didn't have all that outrageous stuff about, oh, you fight, you gotta get locked up. They just sent us to ISS or separate us or sent us home or something like that. Now you're handcuffs be right tight and all that stuff, and for no apparent reason. I mean, all you gotta do is just pull them apart, calm them down, get both sides stories, see what's going on.
Because you know, like now you look at these police officers and stuff, man, they don't care about your child, so they taking your child, slamming them to the locker room, slamming them on the ground, slamming them on the floor, pinning them handcuffs, taking their head, beating them and trying to get them in the car. And you got to think about it. Every day these kids are what, 14, 16 years old, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That does call my fault. I mean, like, well, I can't say that because some dudes or the boys that be gangbanging and all that stuff, I feel like that's kind of helping them, but at the same time, they don't have to be as rough as they be to the kids. Because some of these kids, I mean, they going to give the police off their pressure because they walk around with baggy pants, cussing out everybody and all that stuff. So they get the police off their pressure to do that. Because they think that it's harm to them. Because they don't know what the boy's going to do.
Okay, what you think about the food that they feed the kids? You think, I mean, the food is good to you, or you don't really know, like, you think the food is good if they're giving the kids a decent amount, you know?
I mean, yeah, it looks decent. I mean, from now to then, I think they upgraded. Because stuff they used to give us was like complete garbage. Like, I don't know what they gave us. I don't know what that was. It's like it left over from like 3 weeks ago, so I don't know. But they kind of upgraded it now because the different stuff they be having, then they be giving them more helpings of it.
Okay, I appreciate it. DJ One Time, you still with us?
Oh, yeah.
DJ One Time, let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, the president of K103 in the high school. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you need a DJ for those that's out there right there, you need a DJ for an event, special event, whatever event you need, you can holler at DJ One Time. DJ One Time, if somebody looking for a DJ, how can they reach you? 252-287-35-4531. So it's 287-4531?
Yeah.
Okay, done heard. Okay, done heard. 252-287-4531. Y'all need a DJ. DJ one time on the line where it's like that. DJ one time, how do you feel about the school system in today? You know what I'm saying? He's also my brother for those who don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I know how we was coming up in school and stuff. How do you feel about the school system today?
Well, I think it's a little bit better.
You think it's better?
Yeah. As
Okay.
all about the fighting and stuff, I think it's good to have options out there. I mean, it's teaching them a lesson for the real world. I mean,
Okay.
to me,
What about the uniform? How do you feel about the uniform? You think it's good or you think the uniform make it more easier for you to go out there instead of you trying to find something for your kids? You just get us a uniform child to go to school with different clothing.
yeah, that's a hard question, but it can go both ways.
That's it.
But you got to spend a little bit more money as far as the shoes. I think it should wear you know, any kind of shoes. Uniform part, you know, ain't bad. But you got to go out and buy certain type of shoes, all black, because that's the hardest.
Yeah, 'cause I've noticed that, you know what I'm saying, certain parents and certain parents have a hard time getting the right collars and stuff, because now what you do is when you tell us parents that the kids can only buy these collars, I mean, you got to think about how many students or how many kids that we actually have. And so we go to these places and we can't find that because it's already been bought out. So you just can't just find some clothes. You got to find the right colors and get the right size. And the question is, I mean, do you think a lot of these stores may not have it? So we got to go to daggone 7, 8 different stores just to find just what we want, you know?
Yeah, and you spend more money too.
Do you have any debates, anything on the food? Do you think the food is better? Do you think they're feeding? Do you think they're giving the kids a good amount?
Yeah, I don't know, 'cause my son come home hungry all the time. He eats all the time. So
Agreed. Mine's always hungry.
I was the same way at school too. I mean, probably the same way.
Okay.
Because you run out, you play, you know, you do this and that.
One more question. How do you feel about the homework?
The homework, I don't know about the homework because I be at work with my son, you know. So I don't know about it.
Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to share with us?
No. Let's do that listen.
Okay. Special K?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody else came in I need to talk to?
Yes, sir. We have JoJo and Hollow on the line with us.
Okay. How's it going, fellas? Once again, to remind y'all, this is Team 103, man. It's not mine. It's not Big Boo. I'm just hosting it. This is the Team 103 show. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to get that understanding. Like this is our time to talk to the world, so the world can hear from 103, not Big Boo, but from 103. You know what I'm saying? How we all feel about different things. that's going on in the world. This topic, this is real people with real situations. So, Mr. JoJo Red, how you doing today, sir? Even though I'm married, because I do know you work at one time, and y'all sold from 24 for $1,000. No one told me nothing, but we ain't gonna get on that subject as of right now. So if you out there, you need some rims. I know I got some tax money. You need some rims. You come holler at my man JoJo at Rim Time in Greenville. Also, not only will you see him at Rim Time, if you do not pay your bill, it will be JoJo knocking on your door. And don't think he won't get them off. Okay, keep going. All right, move on. JoJo, how do you feel about the school? I know you're about 45 and everything, but so how do you feel? Okay, he's about 45, y'all. I just throw that in there. Okay, how do you feel about the school system? Because I know you have been a successful father, and one of your sons has graduated from school. So, and now you're raising your daughter. I think I have another son too, and you're bringing them up to school and stuff too. So how do you feel about the school system today? And if you were to compare it to when you was coming up?
Well, being a substitute teacher too in Pitt County, growing up when I first got here was like totally different than me going to school in Jersey. In Jersey, it was like a little more speed pace. I never had a teacher that didn't want to teach. It was always a teacher that gets a hold of you, and they really put that foundation of education in you. You know, when I got here, it was a little slower, but you know, the teachers that I had also cared about the students. You know, there wasn't no teachers that was there for a check. You know, they put their education role. They really did. They really did what they did. You know, now if you get half and half, I mean, you get some that's there for a check. You get some that their family grew up in the school system, so they're going in the same direction. Another thing is, you get some of these disgruntled teachers that just not getting paid. They should be paid. I mean, without education, I'm probably supposed to learn how to read and write and get these jobs that's available to us now. That think class is boring. You know, there's no fun in class. I mean, they don't make it interesting for the kids to learn. Like when I got here in North Carolina, I mean, also like you always had recess. You had time to rest your brain. You go out there, you have fun. You come back in. Yeah, you might be a little sweaty, but hey, you was ready. You was right on the road to get back, start to learn whatever their teacher is about. The teacher was already ready to go. They don't really have that like that no more. You know. The other thing is like proper lunch. You know, that plays a factor in it too. I mean, giving these kids all these lunches that fill you up so quick and it's not nutritious, and you sitting there like, what's that? You know, I'm full on pizza. I mean, it's all right to have pizza on Friday. Pizza through balanced nutrition. They have no balanced nutrition. So I mean, school is becoming a lot different. I wish it goes back to some of the old ways. So some of these young black men can take roles and graduate and become successful men.
How do you feel about uniforms?
Uniforms, it's like a 50-40 to me with the uniform. You know, I know they're trying to stop people from being picked at this and that. Hey, I grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? I grew up poor, but you know, it ain't how much your clothes cost is what these kids got to wear. I mean, because you can get a uniform like I was saying you a while ago. I went and tried to get uniforms for my daughter, and they don't have anymore, so you got to try to go to different stores, to get that color or try to find a color close to it. I mean, come on now, you got to have a color that you can offset other than blue and white, black. You know, why they can't wear their regular clothes? I mean, you got to buy uniform and you got to buy regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? Let them wear the regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's just, the way it is. We were doing fine when we grew up. We did fine.
Okay. How do you feel about middle school and high school? They got police officers and security guards. Do you think they really make a difference?
Yeah and no. I mean, you got one cop. I mean, when we had our security guard, we had 4 or 5 of them. And when you got in a fight, they broke it up. I can say like this. Back in the day, we didn't have too much gun activity. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of difference now. These kids bringing guns and all those type of weapons to school. So I can see why the cops is out there now. Because kids is just dealing with shootings at school. Kids come bringing weapons to school from the house or from somewhere else because they got a beef with another school. They rather just shoot them than they do that hand in hand and walk away. So yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. You heard from Joe. Joe, let me ask you this question. Let me tell you this little situation that we have. Do you think, this lady she saw as her kids wasn't eating enough at school because every time they come home, they have her kids saying they're hungry. It's like, y'all eat rice in school today. So she feeds her kids lunch to the point where if they eat her lunch, they come home, they're not even hungry because they ate good. Well, it's not really healthy foods like some chicken or something like that, whatever it may be. But she found out that the teachers are taking the lunch and throwing them away. But if they throw them away, they're not replacing it with food. They're giving the kids crackers and stuff, or crackers and maybe a carton of juice. Now, how would you feel when you find out that you're feeding your kids, you sending lunch to your school and the teachers throw them away and feeding them crackers? How do you feel about it? What advice do you give that parent?
I'm going to the school, set up some type of meeting with the principal and the teacher, because if I'm sending my children food to eat at school because, this is what needs to be done, and you're taking my hard-earned money and throwing it in the trash, somebody need to cut me a check somewhere. Because crackers and juice is not a balanced meal for lunch. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that is. Somebody got to cut me a check. Because that's my money that you're throwing away. And when is it now that where a parent can't send their child to school with a lunch? We used to brown bag. This is like that food back in the day. I didn't really like it. I brown bagged. If I didn't have turkey or bologna, I had peanut butter and jelly. Or tuna fish. It was something other than me eating some of the stuff that they had because it wasn't fulfilling for me to eat. And I'm a picky eater on certain things. But, you got these kids nowadays who are obese. So they're sending them to school with nutritionist lunches and, throw my stuff away. Or is enough. This is from my child. Now, for everybody else, I can't feed the world. I wish I could. But if they're eating their lunch and my child's bringing lunch to school, why would you throw my kids lunch away? We gotta sit down and have power about that and get a check cut.
Okay. Yeah, y'all heard from the boy, saying, Joe, y'all already know Negan wins coming around time in Greenville, North Carolina. Holler at my man JoJo. Get the Rams, get them 22s, get them 24s. And then they got new Batmans out there. Get them too, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JoJo. Hello, we still got Hello still with you, brother?
Yeah, you are. No. Yeah, you are. No.
Hollow, you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, last week we heard a little bit from Hollow, Saturday with Special K to go 101. You know what I'm saying? Did 101 with Ice Dollar, and she was playing the tracks. You know what I mean? She played one track, man. I thought about it was awesome. I know I'm jumping off the line, but man, the track that y'all did, Watching Me, brother. I mean, brother, hey, I love that guy. I love that guy. I don't like it. I love it. And very well, like to hear local music, and I will say I love it. You know, I like it a lot, but bro, that track there, man, that y'all did, I can honestly say I love it. For those who haven't heard, man, tell them how they can go hear that track. Tell them where they can find that track at. I want everybody that's listening, everybody that's in the conference room, everybody, if y'all missed the one Special K when they played that track, 75 million, tell them how they can go listen to that track. And not only that track, but how can they listen to more of y'all music?
You can check us out on Facebook. You know, check out the Certified Music page. Ice Dollar's album. YouTube, wherever you want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. Facebook, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you want to find us at. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure if you ask for it by name, we'll make sure we get it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. You know what I'm saying? Like a reverb, SoundCloud, all that, this, that, and the third, you can find it, you know what I'm saying? Like, our music is everywhere internationally, so definitely check us out, you know what I'm saying? We don't do none of the other stuff. You already know.
Y'all check them out, man. Certified Music Support Hollow. You know what I'm saying? I know Ice Dollar, he like anything y'all know people put music on, just type this in, /Ice Dollars or Hollow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But today's top of Hollow, I want to appreciate you for being faithful in this thing, man. You come on this radio show every chance you get there. I want to appreciate the love for that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Today, what we want to hear from Hollow is, we want to know how Hollow feel about, because you got a little girl you raised in the school now, right?
Already, you already know.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the school system? And if you would, compare it to when you was coming up to school. So how do you feel? I'm talking about, how do you feel about the school system, period, from the homework to the teachers, to the students, to the uniform, to the food, to the fighting, to the violence? How do you feel?
I mean, it's so ironic that that's today's topic, because I want to say 2 days ago I posted a status, and I think Special K liked the status that I posted. One thing that I think the school system is missing is the beating in school. I mean, you know, back when we was coming up, you know, you get in trouble in class when you get sent to the principal office, or you get what they call the Board of Education, and that was the paddle. You know, so they'll take you right in the principal office, you know, bend you over the desk, pop, act right. You know, huh?
Okay, shout out to Mr. Jones. Oh,
yeah. Shout out to Mr. Jones. Shout out to Michael Robinson, Miss Mazzelle, Miss Melton, you know, and like the regardless of what people may say, believe it or not, those paddlings helped us in the long run. Yeah, we didn't like it when it was going on. But if you compare generations
Like, it didn't matter you were claiming a gang member, whatever, that teacher would take you out in that hallway, and he would whoop that ass. My bad for cussing. I don't know if I can cuss, my bad. But, you know, one thing. Huh?
Carry on. You good? You good?
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, that's one thing I think we're missing, you know what I'm saying, is the beat. And see, now it's getting to the point where the parents, well, okay, I'm going to say us. Well, I'm not going to classify myself, because if they were still doing beat paddling in school, I'll support it 100%. But you have parents out there like, don't touch my child, this, that, and the third. Don't you put your hands on my kid. That's my, nah, chill out. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we went through it. And our generation has achieved so much as a young generation that in some way, shape, or form, those paddlers actually played a part in that. You know, you went to school and you act right. And see, back then, you get a whooping at school. When your mama didn't get mad, no. When you got home, you got another whooping for getting the whooping at school. You know, you got another whooping for getting a whooping at school. So you get double the pleasure. You know, so, but nowadays you whoop a child at school, you put your hands on a child, oh, it's a lawsuit here, mama's coming up there acting all ratchet, like stuff like that. We got to cut it out. We got the one thing about these teachers, you know what I'm saying, especially substitutes. Shout out to JoJo for mentioning that he was a substitute teacher out there in Pitt County. They're unappreciated. You know, they spend half of the day with your child to mold their brains to make them better people growing up. And we pay them like the least amount of money we can give to someone of authority. You know, we don't pay police officers or firemen that amount of money. So why are teachers getting paid this small percentage from the Board of Education? Like, I don't understand it. Like, they're doing more. Like, just think about what the teachers do, right? It affects the criminal inside of a child. Like, the police officer wouldn't have so much going on if the teachers put more time inside of the child, because you're focused